you have so many titles, and I love your Hidden Witness series. And I want to know if you could exchange your life to go into one of your books, which character would you be and why?
Probably my first character, Samantha Posey. She's a total bad woman, I guess you could say. She's an assassin, and she's friends with all the mob wives, and she works for the president on the low, and she's like really snarky, and she's married to a celebrity, so and he's an assassin too. So I just think that's so cool, and that's one of my, I guess, like the most drama-filled worlds I've ever created. If someone was just asking me, was I writing another book for that one? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so far behind on writing books. That's my girl. That's my character, my favorite character.
Yeah. So Lisa's question leads me to my next one. So for readers who are new to you, how many series do you currently have, and where do you recommend a new reader, where should they start in your catalog? Which book and why?
I would say probably Hidden Witness, my mafia series. Readers like really love that series. That's my best-selling series to date. It was Relentless Chase, but now it's just like, it seems like the mafia is just taking over, honestly. So Relentless Chase is more contemporary, more romantic suspense. But yeah, I would say start with the mafia one, and then probably go to Assassins and Mob Wives, because then you get the best of both worlds. You get the assassins and the mobsters in one book. That's 14 characters in one book. So yeah, Hidden Witness.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I wrote 14 POVs in one book, and I absolutely almost went crazy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How in the world did you do that, first of all, and how long did it take you to write Assassins and Mob Wives?
It took me probably 3 months. And that book is not even that long, I hate to say, because Hidden Witness 4 was 700 pages. Assassins and Mob Wives is like 550 maybe. But you know, when I write, I'm a pantser, so like it's really like everything's playing out like a movie. So like I'm watching it happen, and I'm trying to type and keep up with what's going on. And so far that's worked out pretty well for me. Yeah, it was insane. I complained to my PA so many times. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. This is like, it's very stressful. But like once I was reaching the end and like all the action started happening, it was just like I couldn't stop myself from writing it. So, and a lot of readers love that book, and they want a part 2. I'm like, oh my God, and they keep adding on characters. So I'm like, I'm gonna write for more than 14 characters. Like, oh my goodness.
That is wonderful. I love the energy that I feel when you talk about your book, and I see how you keep readers reading. I mean, just the simple fact of having 14 POVs in one story, where every character has a voice, like gets readers hooked. Like you want to know their story beyond the story that's on the page. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. So, Posey, how do you set up the reader to keep reading at the rate that you are writing, like just consuming everything? Because you write really fast. You always have a release. Is it one a month? How often is a book coming out?
It was once a month, and I took a vacation the end of December and all through January, so I needed a break. So I'm actually behind, which is not good. But what I did differently this time, I took a page from another author that I was reading. I do read other newsletters. Like one of the authors I like, she released a story, like a short story in her newsletter, and I got hooked. I'm like, oh my God, is this book coming out? When can I buy it? And she said, I'm going to release a chapter every 2 weeks. And I was like, oh my goodness, really? Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. And I had this book on the back burner that was supposed to be in an anthology. And I said, you know what, I can take this book and make it a newsletter serial.
Mm-hmm.
And it's working out very well. Readers are like, there was not a chapter in the newsletter this week. What's going on? I'm like, oh, my God, it's coming out. And so at first I started once a week, and it was just too much because trying to work on my regular projects and doing that, I just could not keep up. So I changed it to 2 weeks, and sometimes they get 2 chapters, and sometimes it's 1. Like this week it'll be 1 chapter. But every time they get that, and the pre-order link is in there, people are pre-ordering the book and engaging and asking me questions, and they're in love with the book. So that's how I keep them hooked, I guess you can say. Just keep writing those intriguing chapters.
And by the way, it's a great story, so hurry up and send that newsletter out. Because I'm waiting for the next chapter.
See? Oh my God.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I'm behind, and I get your newsletter too, and I've seen that in there. I was like, you are like a writing machine. Like, I so admire your hustle. I really do.
I was going to ask, you already write this and you're just piecing it out, or are you writing it on a weekly basis?
I'm writing it. It's like live writing, literally.
Oh, wow.
It's literally like live writing. That's the only problem. It's like I have to listen to it, edit it. Aaron helps me, but still I have to get it out by tomorrow. Like, there's no, I can't, it'll come out next week. No, if I told them it's coming out in 2 weeks, then it's coming out on Wednesday, it's coming out on Wednesday. So I wrote all day Saturday, and I wrote all day yesterday, and it's done. I just have to go over and, tweak it and stuff like that. And put the newsletter tomorrow.
Wow. That is amazing. Again, I love your hustle. Lisa, what other questions do you have?
Okay. I like to have a little fun with my questions, so I'm sorry if it's weird, but you're stuck on an island, and you have some sexy alpha characters. So if you're stuck on an island, name 2 sexy alpha characters that you would be stuck on the island with that you would date, pretty much, because I'm in the middle of my work in progress. My female has 2 men, so that's where that came from.
Okay. I'm going to say Dominic Maggirelli. He's like my psychopath mobster. But he loves so hard that you just have to love him. And I think readers love him because of that, because he would literally kill for his wife and has killed several times for her. But him and, oh my goodness. I don't want to say his brother. That might be weird. But
you can do what you want in our world.
Fantasy.
Yes, you can do what you want.
I'd probably say Dominic and Dylan. So their brothers are both. I know that's pretty sad, but they're diehard. I really love writing mafia. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I want to switch it up and write something else, or I might give a little mafia element, and it's not all mafia. But in the end, it's just like I'm hooked to writing mafia.
I can tell in your Lunchtime Chronicles, because the one with the football player, Georgia Peach, he ended up putting him in the mafia family. I'm like, no, quit.
Yeah,
I know.
I know.
It. Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to see where that
family
goes.
Trees. Yeah, I think of the family trees for each family. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can, say his grandmother was, married to this person or whatever, and put him in the family. And I've got my titles already for Lunchtime Chronicles. I just have to get my covers. And I probably we'll have one with another mafia twist, but the other one will be office romance. So it'll be my first time writing office romance.
Yeah, and I have to go there with you because I love having you on the Messy Mandy's Lunchtime Chronicles project, but it is so different from what you normally write. So I have to ask the question, what attracted you to the project?
Those sexy covers.
Okay. Yes.
And I have a problem with book covers. I love beautiful book covers, and so yeah,
Yes.
That's what attracted me. I was like, oh my God, they're so unique and different, and then the stories are amazing. And I said, well, let's see if I can fit in here, and if readers will like my stories too. So yeah, I was super excited to join the crew. I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing.
Yeah, and like you said, what I love about the Lunchtime Project is that the readers who read that series, they are so welcoming to new authors. And every season, the author mix changes. And I think that keeps the project fresh because you don't know what you're going to get. And for season 4, I mean, we have author Ella Wren, we have you, Posey Parks, Keita Kendrick, Zyla Turner, an old head, is coming back. But we have Kenya Wright, too, and, she writes hot, and she writes dirty, and, mafioso, too. So I am so thrilled about what we are going to get. So we only have a few minutes left, Posey, so you have to tell the readers where they can find you at on social media or any events that you have going on this year, whether online or live, and where you hang out during the day so they can find you.
Let me see. You can follow me on Posey Parks on Facebook, Posey Parks on Twitter, Posey Parks on Instagram. My reader group is where you can find me mostly, just about every day, Pandora's Box, and my website, poseyparks.com.
Okay, that's wonderful.
And, what's going on with me? I have one signing this year in Connecticut in July, and then I'm going to 20 Books in November, 20 Books Vegas. And that's it for me this year. So it's just like one reader conference and one author conference, and that's it.
Okay, I got you. Well, I'll see you at 20 Books to 50K, because that's what you're talking about in Las Vegas in November. So I'll be there. Yes. I know Rihanna Mallory will be there. I'm hoping Zyla Turner will be there. I'm still trying to talk her into it. So it'll be like an IR mini reunion, which will be very, very nice. So, Posey, we have just a few minutes left. If there were anything that you could say to your readers, new and old, what would it be?
Oh, wow. Just really thank you for sticking with me and loving my work and reaching out to me. I love it when readers reach out to me and ask me about characters and what's coming up next. That's really it. I'm just very thankful that I've grown the way I have and gained so many wonderful readers. I'm really blessed. Yeah.
I think we can all say that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Lisa, any final words before we say goodbye?
I do have to know, how did you come up with Pandora's Box for your reader group?
That's a good one.
Right. I needed something different, and Erin and I were throwing around names because I was not the best with titles and stuff like that. I kind of leave that to her sometimes. And she was like, well, what about Pandora's Box? I said, oh, my God, that's amazing. Like, where you come up with it? So I have to give credit to Erin. She came up with that for me, and so we changed it from Team Posey to Pandora's Box. I just wanted something different, and readers love it. So
that is awesome.
It's an awesome name.
Yes. I want to thank you so much for coming on Women on Words. I hope this won't be your last time joining us on the air. Readers, you all be sure to check out Hidden Witness, because there's several books in that series, as well as Posey's Lunchtime Chronicles titles. She has 2, with 2 more coming. And until next time, be awesome, be amazing, be wow. All right, everybody, I will talk with you soon. Bye now.